Hi everybody, my name is William from Own This Property and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we'll be trying out a new format where I'll give you an insider look at some of Singapore's most desirable neighborhoods. And today, we are here at River Valley. So join me on this video, I'll give you a tour of some of the unique old properties, modern sleek developments, and I'll be sharing with you where to eat, what to do, and what are the properties you can buy at River Valley. So let's go. Well, I'm not exactly at River Valley right now because I'm standing just outside Havelock MRT, and this is where I'll start the tour today. This is actually directly linked to one of the upcoming new launches in the area, and this is one of the key things that makes this area so desirable is its unparalleled connectivity. You're literally at the heart of Singapore with Orchard and CBD just minutes away. This significantly enhances the desirability for own stay and potential tenants, making this area a smart choice for property investment. And just behind me is the first and also the largest government land sales in the area, Zion Road Parcel A. Now this is an interesting plot because it was the first ever long service apartment stay called SA2 that the government has launched. You can see that the land has already started being constructed, but the billboards are still empty, so we don't really know what the name of this development will be, and very little details have been released so far. Now, this was the first and also the cheapest land plot, and there was only one sole bidder that won it at $1,202 per square foot PPR, and that is a JV between CDL and Mitsui Fudosan. Back then, this was way below market expectations, and they really got a good deal over here. What makes Zion A also special is because it's going to be kind of like integrated to the structural facade of the building, the MRT exit behind me, and this development will also have about 300 service suite apartments. This will probably be the units that are facing the road behind me over here. And we have actually another MRT exit as well as the Concord Hotel. So there will be about 300 service suite apartments situated over there, whereas the residential units will be more inward facing, closer towards where Zion B will be at. As we continue walking down Kim Seng Road, just across the road over here, there are actually 3 resale condos. We have Mirage, which is the older one. We have Tribeca, this one over here. And I'm not sure whether you can see, maybe later I can give you better perspective. This is actually Revere. This is the newest to TOP in that cluster, and it's transacting at about $2,900 per square feet at the moment. And where Tribeca ends is actually the start of Zion Road Parcel B over here. Unlike Zion A, you can see that the construction has already gone into full swing. The advertising billboards are already partially up, although the name of the development is not revealed yet. So Zion B will be developed by All Green Properties. They were the highest of 2 bids at $1,304 per square foot PPR. You can check it out. They are actually showing off the very high views from a 65th story. And this development will have about 610 units. What I really like about this plot is that we are kind of equidistant to 2 MRTs. On one hand, that way would be Havelock MRT, but just across the river, you will have Great World City and Great World MRT. And another good thing about Zion B that Zion A does not have is that north-facing units will get these unblocked Singapore river views. Now, if you want to find out the latest information about these 2 developments at Zion Road A and Zion Road B, do fill up the Google form in the link below, and I'll be happy to share with you my ultimate guide to River Valley properties. Or you can also reach out to me on WhatsApp, and I'll be happy to share with you the latest information about these 2 new launches. Just nice, I've worked up an appetite and it's time for lunch. And if you head down the river to the place behind me, that's actually where your more upmarket places and restaurants at Robertson Quay. But what I really like about the River Valley area is that even though it's kind of like an atas area, it gives you the option to have cheap and affordable local fare. And this is where I am right now, Zion Riverside Food Centre. Now I really love the char kway teow over here, so let's see whether I can get a plate today. Okay, bad news guys. The Char Kway Teow store is actually closed already. I think I came too late today. But if I just look at Google, right, this is kind of like an old school hawker center. You have really a lot of well-rated food over here. So I'll go and eat and then we'll continue the tour today. I just had my lunch and I'm still standing around the Zion Riverside Food Center area, and the condo behind me is called Zenith. But if you take a look at the one further back over here, that is Valley Park, and it is one of the largest and oldest condos in the River Valley area. Interesting is that all the condos on this side of the Zion Riverside Food Center, they are actually 999-year leasehold, whereas the condos on the other side, closer towards River Valley Green, they are freehold. And if you continue down this path over here, this is the Alexandra Park connector, and it will lead you all the way to Principal Gardens as well as the Jervois area. And behind me, so behind this condo Zenith, is another huge cluster of condos, but most of them are actually small size to boutiques, and it stretches all the way to the Jalan Mutiara area. You will be surprised by some of their PSF, but is it good value or cheap for a reason for those boutique developments at Jalan Mutiara area? Well, if capital appreciation and exit is not your biggest concern, and you just want to live in the River Valley area at the lowest possible price, then yes, there are a lot of cheap and affordable options over here. Now, there's just so many condos to cover in that cluster over there, many of which are small to boutique condos. And if you're wondering why some of them are so cheap, especially in terms of their PSF, then do reach out to me on WhatsApp and I'll be actually able to advise you what are some of the pitfalls when it comes to buying such properties. If you're also keen, you can also click in the Google form link below, where I'll be sharing with you my ultimate guide to River Valley properties. And with that, let's continue on our tour. Find some shelter first because it looks like it's going to rain very soon. So let's head to Great World City Mall, get some aircon and a drink. You get to enjoy ultimate convenience, the MRT, but also living near a major shopping mall like Great World City. Now, this mall offers a comprehensive range of retail outlets from fashion to electronics, as well as essential services like your supermarkets and banks. Now, having everything you need all within walking distance really adds to the quality of life over here, and this is one of the reasons why Great World City remains and will continue to be one of the top places for homeowners as well as investors to be, just because the tenant pool is also very strong. And I think that this is one of the key rare places. I do get that vibe that there's just a lot of expats over here. The quality of stores here are super curated, kind of like best of all the different top stores that you want in Singapore, from like your Charlie to your Shake Shack to your Muji, Uniqlo and more. And I think the last thing is that this place also kind of ticks the boxes that you want for a condo, right? You have MRT, you have shopping malls, you have your amenities, and you got that 1 km to a good primary school. I'm now standing at exit 4 of Great World MRT, and can I just say that in this super hot time in Singapore, walking through the underground pass fully air-conditioned was really a very good experience. So if you take a look at some of the condos over here, now first up, I'm not sure whether the sun will blind it, but this condo over here, this tall one, is actually the latest to TOP in the River Valley area, called Irwell Hill Residences. And then right in front of me, this condo is probably one of the most desirable condos, called the Cosmopolitan, this TOP around 2010. And to the left of it, another very iconic and desirable property. This is the Trillium, that also TOP in about 2010. Now, these two very old freehold condos, there is an issue that even though you are a highly desirable and freehold condo, there's about 250 plus units, you have full facilities directly next to the MRT. The problem is that there is a quantum issue over here. Now, a 2-bedroom in the Cosmopolitan is about $2+ million. A 2-bedroom at the Trillium is more than $3.5 million. Right? And if you take a look again at Cosmopolitan, a 3-bedroom, last I checked, goes for about $3.7 million. And then the 3-bedroom at the Trillium is $4.8 million. Now this is because again of the quantum issue of very old and freehold properties, right? The PSF might look a little bit low, but the unit sizes are huge. Kind of not very suitable for the modern day living. I mean, back then there was of course the luxury of space. And this brings me to the first condo that will be launching in the River Valley area. This is RiverGreen, that is just behind me over here. If you maybe own a property at Irwell Hill, Cosmopolitan or the Trillium and are thinking of whether you should actually hold the property or actually sell now before some of these new launches like RiverGreen actually launch just next to you, do reach out to me on WhatsApp and I'll be happy to share with you over a free consultation on what is the best plan for you going forward. RiverGreen, or what was formerly known as River Valley Green Parcel A, will actually be the first to launch in this area probably around June this year. Mosquito? Okay, one more time. River Valley Green, which was previously the River Valley Green Parcel A GLS, will be the first to launch in this area probably around June or July this year. And even though it was the third GLS after Zion A and B, it's actually the first to launch. As you can see, that the billboards are already up. Now this development is going to be developed by Wing Tai, and initially they kind of said that there will be about 380 to 400 units, but what I hear on the ground is that there might actually be more units, closer to about 500 units. Now Wing Tai got the land the most expensive after Zion A and Zion B. They got it for about $1,325 per square foot PPR, but it was still a good bid. It was just 4+% higher than the second bid. Based on the latest transaction at Irwell Hill, plus the fact that there is future supply and competition from Zion A and B, I think the RiverGreen developer is kind of smart to launch first. My best guess is they will be selling at around $2,900 to $3,000 per square feet. Now initially I didn't really like the plot due to the irregular shape, but now you see as I walk down this stretch, right, this plot is actually really long and huge. I'm practically walking the entire length of Trillium and Cosmopolitan combined. So it remains to be seen. I hope that Wing Tai, can kind of work its magic, create a very well thought out site plan to maximize the potential of this land plot. Hopefully we get to see a tennis court and a full lap pool. And having covered RiverGreen, let's now head to the final location of our video today, checking out two other land plots, as well as one of the key USP of why River Valley remains one of the most desirable places to live in Singapore. I'm now walking down River Valley Green, and just behind me is actually River Valley Green Parcel C. This is on the Riverside. More on that later, but what I wanted to point your attention to is this beige orange color looking building. This is called Yong An Park, and this is the oldest condo in River Valley. It is even older than Valley Park. This was completed in 1986. It has a huge land plot and there's only about 200 plus units. And fun fact, just I think this year, just this year, the penthouse unit, which is a whopping 6,800 plus square feet, was transacted for $15 million. Now that is really the definition of old is gold. If you continue walking down River Valley Green, past this site over here, which will be Parcel C, we will actually reach one of the key reasons why River Valley continues to be a good performing area, and that is none other than River Valley Primary. So this is a great juxtaposition, right? On one hand, you have the very old gold Yong An Park, and on the other hand, you have the fairly new avenue. Both are also freehold, both are also 1 km to River Valley Primary, and also you got the MRT over here. So as a resale buyer, which one should you actually buy? Now, if you are keen to find out, do reach out to me by filling up the Google form link below, and I'll be happy to share with you my ultimate guide to River Valley properties. Now, behind me is the most recent government land sales in February 2025. This was the most hotly contested in the area thus far, River Valley Green Parcel B. Now, Google Land won this bid for $1,420 per square foot PPR, and this is the only site in the River Valley Green area that has the first story as a commercial component as well. Now, this development will have about 475 units, and because the land was just sold not too long ago, we'll probably have to wait until next year, March or April, for it to be launched. I think this is the most coveted site in the area because number one, you got the MRT, but two, it's long frontage facing the Singapore River compared to the other River Valley Green sites. Now, Kingseng Park also creates an additional setback so you won't feel claustrophobic and you have that openness feeling of space. Now, the last site here is Parcels C, which remains on the reserve list. It can yield about 470 units, although attributes-wise, I think it is inferior to Parcel B because you won't get any river views. As we are approaching the end of the video, I would just like to take a minute to kind of get a sense. I'm trying to share with you, like the vibe that I'm getting in this area. If you remember the beginning of my video, I started off at Havelock MRT, or where Zion Road Plot A is going to be at. And I can just tell you that the vibes are totally different. Over here in the RiverGreen area, you get large green spaces which will remain in the future. So definitely buyers, you will have to be worried that this area is a little bit more premium. There is a premium for a reason, and that's just because this area being closer to the river, more green spaces, the park connector, I think it's actually a premium worth paying for. So that will probably be something that I will be keeping a close eye on. Premium are you paying for RiverGreen or the River Valley area relative to your Zion Plot A and B? It has been a long day, but I have a very newfound appreciation of the River Valley area. After spending kind of the half a day over here, I think River Valley has a very unique blend of the things that we want. You have MRT, you have good schools, you have shopping mall amenities. But more importantly is that you have these natural green open spaces. And I think that also adds to the allure of wanting to live here. That's why homeowners still love it, and it's also a huge area for expats to want to live in. Now, there's going to be 3 new launches coming up in this area, so if you want some objective analysis, weighing the pros and cons of each of these developments, and also understanding which one you should buy or which one you should avoid, do reach out to me on WhatsApp and I'll be happy to share more with you. Oh, finally back in my car. It's been a really long day. Thank you for staying to the end of the video. Now, if you like what you see and think we are a good fit together, I would love to share more with you and create a personalized consultation and plan for you. Be it if you want to check out RiverGreen or the Zion Road A or B plots. Do reach out to me on WhatsApp and I'll be happy to get in touch with you. But if these 3 condos are just not your cup of tea, not to worry because I've created the ultimate guide to new launches 2025. Just fill up the Google form in the link below and I'll be sending that PDF to you. For nearby alternatives that's also launching around June or July this year, we have Upper House at Orchard Boulevard MRT, as well as Robertson Opus, which is the redevelopment of Robertson Walk, and that is a 999-year development. And with that, we've come to the end of the video. Thank you so much for staying till the end. I would really love to hear your comments, so leave them down below on how I can improve this video series and what is some of the neighborhoods that I should check out next. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more property insights. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.